Hello, little fella.
Little? Gaddy no little. The average norm is 3.5 feet tall. Gaddy is 3 3/4 feet tall.
You're quite the clever one, aren't you?
Oh yes, Gaddy sometimes help Master Rummold with counting. You want to play a game?
Why not?
Famo! Then listen to Gaddy very close. If Rummold drinks some rum, how many rums does he have left at the very least?
None?
Wrong, homie. He has one in his name. Rummold. Does homie get it?
Right. Yeah.
Always practice counting. Good for brain and purse.
Rummold thinks you gnomes are stealing from him.
Rummold is pig-headed.
So you think he's wrong?
Definitely. Homies at Harbor are our our friends. Harbor thieves mess up Gaddy's plans. Gnu could not do that to Gaddy.
Can you teach me something?
Although Gaddy not good thief, Gaddy still teach you how to steal dinghy. Gnu are naturally good thieves, but you should watch out when you steal from homies. Among Gnu, it is an honor not to get caught, but homies don't like one bit. But don't let that stop you, homie.
Do you also trade goods?
Trado? Yip yip, homie.
Let's trade.
Times 3 means 4... No, 6. Oh, Gaddy almost got wrong.
Good to see you too. Be on your guard.
Hey, wait.
Easy. I won't be here long.
I've been ordered to guard the Major's galley, and I don't know your face, although you're the guy who arrived in the harbour just recently.
Yeah, that's me.
You're from far away, aren't you? What's the situation like out there?
The sea is not safe due to a fleet of ghost ships.
Oh yes, I heard. That's bad news. Well, luckily they haven't turned up yet.
It's only a matter of time.
You could be right. Then we'll have to fight them.
Nice ship you have there.
No, it isn't mine. It belongs to the Majors.
But are you able to sail it?
Of course, or they wouldn't have entrusted me with such an honourable task.
Right. What does one have to do to get you to leave aboard the galley?
To do what?
To attack the fleet of ghost ships.
You must be kidding. I have my orders. Unless anyone tells me otherwise, the galley is staying where she is.
And who gives the orders?
Usually the most powerful person. And right now, that's without doubt the Majors.
How about you make an exception? Just this once.
No way.
drawings are a real work of art. Just don't get up to any funny business.
I'm not planning to knock them over. That should be it. It's fine the way it is.
Nicely done. The beast is dead. Here I come. You know how to handle yourself.
Looks like someone was collecting salt water here.
These foul creatures really are. Only good beasts a dead beast. I won't leave you. Only good beasts a dead beast. foul creatures really are everywhere! Watch out! Nice moves there! Here I come! Here! Only good beast's a dead beast. These foul creatures really are everywhere! You know how to handle yourself. These foul creatures really are everywhere! That was a tough fight. Nice moves there. These foul creatures really are everywhere!
mine here. Now we could actually mine the resources. It looks like someone here has diverted the water from the waterfall.
These crystals really are everywhere. You know how to handle yourself.
A new arrival! Surely you want to visit the mage camp?
Right. I want to go to the mage camp.
I can take you there. I have some things to do there anyway. You can of course make your own way.
What brought you to Tyrannus?
I'm a guardian looking after new recruits. Each one of them needs some guidance during these times, and I point them in the right direction.
So, you're recruiting?
Other communities are also welcome here, provided they respect the mages and aren't members of the Inquisition.
Why do you oppose the Inquisition?
They've chosen the wrong path. Don't get me wrong, their motives are good. I used to be one of them. But they turned their backs on the mages, and that is a grave mistake. As far as the Inquisition goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Take me to the mages.
All right, let's go.
Can you teach me anything?
Sure, but not for free. Not even for guardians. I've got to make a living somehow, you know? Stay right behind me. Crystals grow everywhere on Tyrannus, magic crystals. We insert them in artifacts and cast powerful spells with them.
To rip off as soon as you're within reach. You know how to handle yourself.
Follow me. Oh, while we're here, maybe we'll find a few crystals in the cave.
Is it safe?
I've been in there before, but you know how it is with beasts.
Sometimes they come back.
You got it. So, should we risk taking a look?
Sure. Let's search the cave.
I can already hear the monsters. Let's go.
Nicely done. The beast is dead.
Just follow me.
Watch out!
All right, that's it. I'm done here. Let's move on.
All right.
Follow me. There are two paths to the camp. The way up through the cave above is shorter, but you don't see as much of the island. The way through the valley below is a little longer. I'll leave the decision up to you. And
Let's take the longer path through the valley.
all right. Beautiful view, isn't it?
I'm not here for the view.
Well, come along. Be careful now, there might be especially nasty creatures running around here as well.
That was a tough fight.
Just follow me. You can't mess with these critters for long. Stay right behind me. It's just up this path.
Good, let's keep moving.
And I almost forgot. When you're with the mages, make sure you have a look at the reactor. It's really a sight to behold.
Well done.
Just follow me. Follow me.
All right.
Just follow me.
Sounds familiar.
Here we are. Welcome to the camp. Have a look around. I just have to check something. I'll see you later.
All right.
It's been a while since I was last here.
And?
Hasn't really changed. Still stinks as bad as ever.
These foul creatures really are...
Spiders.
Right there.
Only good beasts are dead beasts.
These foul creatures really are everywhere.
Only good beasts are dead beasts.
Oh, another homie. Raka is afraid. You homies crazy, all crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Leave me alone, homie. I want to go home to Tiefland, where only Gnu live.
What are you doing here?
I came with Brownie, but Brownie damaged. He scared me. Keep talking gibberish. Raka fear Brownie sniff too many mushrooms in cave. Raka want to leave, but Raka not want to leave his homie alone.
What were you doing in the cave?
Raka is Gnu of Brownie. We get dinghy from harbor. On way back from warehouse, Brownie said, "Hey, let's walk through cave." Suddenly, Brownie stumble and falls face down first in mushrooms. Yip.
Keep talking.
After Brownie fell in mushrooms, Raka want to help. But Brownie yells at Raka, "Go away, horrible monster! Leave friends alone!" Raka afraid, leave cave. Raka torn, not want to leave Brownie alone, but want to get help. But then you come.
Where's Brown?
I left Brownie in cave. He scared me so much that Raka went back out of cave.
Right. I'll talk to Brown.
Does this homie want help, Raka? Thank you. Please make Brownie normal again. Tell Brownie that he should go to camp. Homies all mad.
That was a tough fight.
So, did you bring fresh meat?
Keep your eyes peeled at all times. I've got everything under control down there, but I heard it's...
What is it? I'm working.
It looks to me as if you were just standing around.
Me? Just standing around. I make sure everyone is where they should be.
Oh, come on. We all know you do all the shit jobs that no one else wants to do.
You keep out of it. It still amazes me to this day why they ever took you on. I'm the one who keeps things ticking over here.
All right, and now tell me, who is really in charge here?
You mean General Magnus, I suppose. Most of the time he's over in the square outside the Great Hall of the Mages.
Good. Carry on.
Yes, I still have lots to do. Did you just come up here to get on my tits?
That depends. Have you got my run?
Of course, it's all there.
Lovely. Then I'll be on my way.
You'll mess up the whole floor.
There's no shit on my shoes.
Squeaky clean my arse. You men never have clean shoes. I've already told Talbot 1,000,000 times. I don't care how the other houses here look. When someone comes into my house, their shoes stay outside.
What's Talbot up to?
He's a waster, that's all. He just hangs around outside all day, instead of helping me in the house.
Why do you have such a problem with dirt?
Why? Because of the vermin, of course. Well, we already have rats in our house. There's a constant scratching and rasping sound behind the house. The noise is driving me crazy. And Talbot, that damn slacker, said it was normal.
I could take a look if you like.
I'd be extremely grateful if you could find out what it is. I'll see if I can find a little reward for you. Men, always the same problem.
Now that's not all.
Call them to dinner and they don't come.
Hey, you. I know who you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're that person who weighed anchor here not too long ago. I also know what you want.
And what do I want?
Our crystals, of course. And if you want to learn magic, you're gonna need them. But you're gonna have to earn them.
How do I earn crystals?
Well, I'd say that you need a strong arm.
Let me guess. I need a fucking pickaxe.
Exactly. But if you're willing to take the risk, I can offer you a bet.
Go on.
How about a round of arm wrestling against me? If you win, I'll give you some crystals.
Tell me about arm wrestling.
You sail the seas in the company of pirates.
Yeah, enough said. I'll find someone who'll tell me.
If you want to challenge me, find me in a tavern at around midday.
Right. What do you need as my stake?
Forget it. Defeating you will be good enough.
Right.
You know what? You buy a round of grog for the lads if you lose.
What'll it cost me?
300 gold and you're in. Just so you know, there'll be no more crystals if you lose. So only challenge me at the tavern if you've got what it takes.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a fighter. I've never done anything else. First for the Inquisition, and now for the mages. I guard the camp alongside Frink, Magnus and the others. So if you violate the rules, I'll probably be the one who beats you up.
What are the rules of the camp?
Talk to Frink. He will teach you them.
Frink?
You'll find him at the entrance of the mine.
You understand your craft.
Well, you know, eventually you will meet someone who's better than you.
But if you train me, that won't happen soon.
Well, why not? Close combat is my strong point. Let's see if I can still teach you something.
How about melee combat?
What do you want to know? You're almost as good as me at handling piercing weapons now. There's nothing more I can teach you.
What do you sell?
If you ask me, it was the right decision giving these little fellows their own place.
Why?
Well, if something goes missing, you know where to look.
Atto! No!
New homie in the camp. Abbas knows them all. Abbas remembers when only fields and trees were here.
But I like it better as it is now.
Do you know any stories about Tyrannus?
Yep, homie. We gnomes here before mages. When mages arrived, they offered deal. They give us gold, and we work for them. If homie has gold, Abbas can sell dinghy, or tell stories.
What do you actually do here?
Abbas is elder of the gnomes, watches over them, and gathers shiny stones for mages. Sadly, Abbas lost Lami. He was hardest working gnome of all.
Then I'll keep an eye out for Lami.
Famo, homie. Looky.
Tell me something. Tell me about you gnomes.
We collect dinghy on every island. Always looking for the most pretty dinghy there is. The Orikulki.
Why?
At the end of his life, every GNU needs his Orikulki to leave this world with honor. That is our destiny. Yes.
Who's in charge here?
Magnus is important, homie. Tells everyone what to do. Zacharias is biggest mage, but he's always busy. Easier to talk to other mages. If you want to learn, go to Stanley, Gordon, and Hardwick. Oh, and Roderick makes delicious soup.
What's so special about the crystals?
Yep, homie. Mages want shiny stones from Kava, from the mines. GNU help. There are many Kavas here on the island of crystals. And because we many GNU, we bring many shiny stones. The homies need many to build big stone circle on the bridge.
What do you sell?
Gookie looky. What's the meaning of this?
Hey there, short ass.
Palupo di paga nupsi.
Yeah, well, whatever.
No? You don't understand nothing? Good. That's because me no monolith stone. All gone. Kasim no longer have stone. You don't be bashing Kumpo Gunu.
It's alright, I understand. You no longer have the stones, I get it.
Yip yip.
Monolith stones. I should tell the mage responsible about this little chap here.
Nini.
Is there a problem?
Another amateur in the camp. Or the ugliest dock whore I've ever seen.
Is this how you welcome every newcomer?
No, just the wimps.
I've already got enough to deal with right now. What is your problem with me?
That's enough. I can stop this little game now.
Game? What game?
Information. That's what I was after. I provoked you, and you revealed something about yourself, my naive friend.
Who the fuck are you calling naive?
You didn't listen to me. You allowed yourself to be provoked again. I think you ought to try and be a little smarter. You won't survive on brawn alone. I think you've learned enough for today.
Why have you sided with the Guardians?
Well, for one thing, you can convince yourself that it's safe here, but the real reason is that you get a roof over your head and a meal on the table.
You don't sound very convinced.
I don't care how important extracting the crystals may be. I'm not going to work in some bloody mine. So my motto is, keep your head down, and you'll have a good life here.
Why does someone like you need that information?
Isn't that obvious? Information is valuable. It can sometimes determine the course of entire wars. Keep your ears open, and you can pocket a lot of gold.
So, you're rich.
I wouldn't be for long if I told you that. Never peddle the fruits of your labours. Old street wisdom.
Alright. You are rich. What sort of information do you have to offer?
Since you don't perform guard duty, and you don't manage our stock lists, I don't have much for you. Of course, those robe-wearing bureaucrats have something to offer, but I'm sure you would have figured that out yourself. Now, I've got another offer for you. Fork out some gold, and I'll teach you a few tricks.
What do I need to know about the camp?
You don't expect a lecture from me, do you?
No.
Good. Because you'll figure most of it out for yourself, anyway. What I can recommend is that you take a look in the back room of the tavern now and then. Occasionally, you'll meet someone there you can challenge to a drinking contest.
Who takes part in the drinking games here?
Oh, there are a couple of real pissheads running around here. Keep an eye out. If you really want to prove that you can hold your liquor, there's only one way. As soon as you find someone standing in the back room of the tavern with a bottle in his hand, challenge him to a drinking contest, and may the stronger liver win. If you've got it, use it.
Zakia likes gold. Hummy has gold?
Yeah. Here, take 5 gold.
Zakia wants more gold. Hummy, go and get more gold.
Go earn your own gold.
No! If Hummies give gold, Zakia happy. You give Zakia gold, and Zakia tell you something.
Do the Guardians even trust you, gnomes?
Guardians only trust magic men. But eyes of Guardians overlook GNU, so they not see when we do business.
Right. How many gnomes live on Tyrannus?
5.
5?
Does Zakia get more gold if he says higher number?
No, Zakir gets nothing because he can't count. Give me my gold back.
Well, okay.
All I got back from you is 4 gold. 1 is still missing.
But 4 is much more than 5, and half of 8 is...
Forget it. Keep the coin.
Zakir doesn't care that others are poor. The important thing is Zakir rich.
It's going to happen soon.
Ah, shit, not again.
Psst. Hey, you! Come here.
What's going on?
Not so loud. Otherwise I'll be in trouble with the Guardians again.
You're not one of the Guardians.
I never trusted magic. I'm a fisherman. I was a fisherman before the mages began their experiments on this island.
Ah, a fisherman. And what are you fishing for up here in the camp?
Nothing. Stop making fun of me.
Why do we have to whisper anyway?
The Guardians don't want anyone to ask for help.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Because my story just drives people crazy. At least, that's what Hardwick said.
What's your problem?
You want the short version or the long one?
The long version.
Alright. It was like this. Lena, Tokel and I lived in the fisherman's hut in the valley until not long ago. Fishing wasn't just my dream, it was theirs too. And we made a comfortable living.
And then?
Well, one day, a thick fog rolled in, and it became very cold. Then we noticed the fish had stopped biting.
You don't say. And then?
Well, then we decided to light a fire. But before we even managed to get it lit, we heard these strange noises.
Strange noises?
Yes. Coming from the fog. Something was in the fog.
Creatures came out of the fog. Go on.
Not just any creatures. You've never seen anything.
Let me guess. Shadow minions.
Yes. But how did you...
Just tell me what happened to your friends.
Well, that's the problem. I don't know what happened to them. I took to my heels and ran all the way here.
You're some friend.
Come on. I was scared witless. Please, can you go and check on them?
Is there anything else I need to know about your friends?
Well, maybe you should go and have a look around on the small island in the lake. Maybe Tokel fled to that place. But that's just speculation. Nothing more.
I'll take care of your friends.
Thank you. Finally, someone's doing something for me. I think you should start your search at the fisherman's hut. But make no mistake, those beasts are nothing to be trifled with. Why won't...
Hey, I'm a Gila. If you need something special or want to get rid of a few crystals, I'm your man.
Got any good tips?
Sure, if you're looking for weapons, talk to Gordon and Stanley. You can earn gold in arm wrestling matches or by throwing knives. Oh, and if you get the opportunity, run an errand for the mages. The rewards are worth it. You can also earn the odd coin drinking. I usually drink from late at night until dawn.
What's knife throwing like?
It's only for guys with a steady hand. You have to get the right moment to throw the knife. And if you need an opponent, ask around near the target. If you see someone training there, you can challenge them.
How is your arm wrestling?
Go talk to Roderick. Introducing it was his idea. He can tell you the rules. But be careful if you wrestle with him. He's got a battering ram instead of an arm.
Do you trade information as well?
A little bird twittered an interesting tidbit to me recently.
I don't suppose the bird was called Wells.
Damn! How did you know?
It's all over town.
So you know Wells? Yes, I got the information from him. Apparently the mages have got themselves a nice pile of crystals. I bet a smart guy like you would have use for some of them.
As for the mage's crystals...
Not so fast, my friend. Information has a price, and I want gold.
What do you get out of it once I get the crystals?
Not much, other than the few gold coins I ask in payment for some information. It's more of a personal matter. I got caught stealing something from them once. The reprimand stung, and it still does today. I would feel a certain gratification if you stole from them.
Which mages?
Well, I heard that Nurgle, the alchemist, keeps his valuables in a chest. And Lumbrock has a guard posted outside his room around the clock. He might as well have shouted from the rooftops that he's got something worth stealing. Master Faruko is the last one. Picking his chest will be quite a feat.
How do I get at the mage's chests?
You shouldn't have any difficulties with Nurgle. He's so scatterbrained he doesn't even lock it. It may take some sweet talking to get to Lumbrock's chest, though. The guard is pretty on the ball. But if you get a job from Lumbrock, you'd be able to enter his room, so good luck. As for Faruko, let me think. I heard he possesses a key. Talk to him and feel him out.
I'll look into the matter with the crystals.
Good idea. It's time someone took stock there. And I think their records will soon show stocks are low, eh?
Anything you can teach me?
If your offer's fair.
I'd like to be a more effective pistol shooter.
All right then.
I'd like to be a more effective pistol shooter.
All right then.
What can you offer?
Everything you need. Because the shadow creatures you're talking about can't hurt us. Get their asses kicked, I bet. Now go annoy someone else.
Our goods will be safe from thieves. Get... This is your... How dare you steal... Piss off! He won't... Come on!
Not now. Not now.
Piss off! What are you doing here?
Are you looking for something?
You've got no business here. Go on! Get out, piss off!
This, my friend, this here is the best spot on this stinking island.
Well, you have something against the island?
No. It just smells a little strong here, that's all. It's my home, after all.
You are out of order, my friend. You need a good spanking, the one your mother never gave you. Well, I never. Here, lad, fry yourself a piece of meat. You look famished.
What? You're giving him something to eat?
You're fat enough as it is, Horace. So, what can I do for you? Would you like to replenish your supplies? Or maybe test your strength?
So, you provide supplies to the people here?
That's right. But it isn't always easy to fill all the hungry mouths. The work in the mines means the men are constantly hungry. Luckily, the gnomes don't eat very much. And when they're hungry, the garbage is also fine for them.
You give the gnomes rubbish to eat?
Of course. And I don't feel guilty about it either. They're not like those fancy mages. They don't give a toss if their sausage was lying in the dirt for a bit. The important thing is, it's nice and greasy and puts meat on their bones. Besides, I have to make do with what Rummold gives us.
Tell me about arm wrestling. I heard that you were the one who knew something about it.
Then you heard right. The rules are simple. Place your arm on the table and push. No bracing. And keep trying to twist the opponent's hand to the inside. That's how you'll get his hand on the table.
Who can I take on at arm wrestling?
I always arm wrestle straight after leaving work. It's a welcome change from the daily grind. Otherwise, Hardwick and Downs turn up every now and then. When you see someone training at the table, chat to him, and he'll be happy to do a round with you.
What do you have to offer?
Choose something.
I saw you, villain!
You're not a guardian, are you?
No, the mages saved me, so I'm doing my share here in the camp. I don't know the last thing about magic, but I can forge a good sword, and a solid blade is a loyal companion in these times.
You want to stop the shadows with ordinary steel?
If only you knew everything you could do with my steel.
Ha! We'll need more than that to stop them.
What do you do when you're not at the forge?
I sleep.
Right.
Well, sometimes I have a little drink in the tavern after midnight. When you bang on the anvil as much as I do, sometimes your hand starts to get a little shaky. A strong drink helps to steady the bones, you know. And if you can have a drinking contest with someone on the same night, all the better.
What did the mages save you from?
It all happened too long ago for you to be remotely interested.
You're wrong. Tell me the story.
It all started back in the time when the Inquisition and the mages were still making common cores. I was already a smith then, and I was doing loads of overtime. I was so overworked that I forgot to fold one particular blade properly.
Okay, so you forged a bad blade, so?
But that's just it. That sodding blade ended up going to the Commandant, and of course, it snapped. He wanted to have my guts for garters, so I packed my things and went over to the mages. I'd never have made it without them.
So, returning to the Inquisition is not an option?
Definitely not. I hardly think they would welcome a deserter back with open arms. No, my place is here. The mages will accomplish what the Inquisition failed to do.
And that is?
Defeat the Titans, once and for all.
I think I've heard enough.
All right.
Tell me about blacksmithing.
I owe the mages, so you'll have to pay me. Or if you're afraid of sparks, you'll be a terrible blacksmith. If all you need is a better weapon, I can sell you one.
What do you know about books?
What kind of a question is that? I usually have a cover on the outside and pages on the inside. I heard that people even write things in them sometimes.
How do you feel?
Other than the fact that I hardly have time to eat because of all the work I have to do? Great. Your questions aren't getting any more intelligent.
Do you need to conduct a black ritual now and then?
What? What the hell do you want from me? The nonsense you're spouting is similar to the rubbish Stanley was saying.
Ah, Stanley. What's up with Stanley?
He's been strange lately. He turned on me recently when I was near his chest. Something's wrong with him. I bet he's hiding something in there. Something he doesn't want anyone to see.
A book, perhaps?
Could be, but I've no idea. Let me know if you find anything out.
Right.
If you were planning to snoop around his chest, you should perhaps know it's behind the house and locked.
I need a key for Stanley's chest.
As luck would have it, I was the one who built his chest. For each lock that I manufacture, I usually make a spare key.
Can you give me the key?
If you want the key, I'll have to ask for some gold in return. I owe the mages a lot of money, and I can't afford to give it to you for free.
Do you have keys for the mages' chests?
What do you want them for?
Well,
I really don't want to know. I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I didn't make chests for the mages, so I have no keys for them.
give me the key to Stanley's chest.
Here it is. But don't tell Stanley I've given it you.
Right. Let's trade. Ready for some drinking?
Fine with me, as long as you don't throw up. Is there a prize? If you manage to beat me, I'll give you something very special. Small pliers. A pickpocket would do anything for some of those.
Not bad.
No spilling or stopping, unless you're empty. Let's go. Well done. Not bad. Looks like you were weaned on liquor. Here's your estate, as well as the pliers. I guess I better put it on the tab in future.
can you offer?
Everything you need. Here, don't you dare steal it.
Come here, you thief!
Not now.
That was a tough fight.
What's that? Footsteps? Thieving bastards! They can't fly!
What is it? Is there a problem?
No. Why should there be a problem?
Because everyone who talks to me comes with a sack full of problems, and I solve problems. Those who control magic have nothing to fear.
You seem confident.
You bet. Just look what the mages have done here on Tyrannus. We don't care if the gods have abandoned the world. We don't need them anymore. The more crystals our minds produce, the greater our power.
Tell me something about the crystals and the mines.
I have no idea why the crystals are so powerful, but I do know they burn a nice hole in our enemies. And that's precisely why it's so important to mine them.
Right. How many crystals have you got with you?
Me? Oh, it's not worth mentioning. A handful, and that's it. This stuff is needed elsewhere more urgently.
Then you certainly won't mind handing over a few.
But not all of them. Here.
What else do you do, apart from making speeches?
Ha! Impressed, aren't you? Well, I'm waiting for the next order from Magnus. As long as he issues them, I'll be ready in advance. He who is well prepared will succeed in this camp, and that will be me.
How about a round of knife throwing?
Sure thing, but I don't compete against any buffoon. I'll enter into a knife duel with you just as soon as you bring the necessary gold. But remember, I don't have time for these games when I'm not by the wheel.
Don't do anything.
Anyone who causes trouble gets the boot.
If you've got it, use it.
The laundry isn't done yet. Come again later.
Laundry? What laundry?
The Guardian's laundry. Someone has to do it.
And I suppose that someone is you.
For some reason, I imagine my life as a cadet to be very different. As a Guardian, you'll be throwing fireballs all the time, they said. But the only fire I get to see is the one under the cooking pot.
So, you're the whipping boy around here.
Yes. I mean, no. Well, for now, but later,
Yeah, big plans, I get it.
if I didn't have my dreams, what would I have left?
Laundry?
Oh, thanks.
Tell me more about the Guardians.
We are the long arm of the mages, so to speak. All new recruits begin their service as a simple cadet. The boys who have served for a while will be appointed as guardians, and only Magnus, our general, outranks them.
I understand. Ever considered running away?
Nope, I'd never consider it. Eventually, someone will come and take over my post. But for now, it would be helpful enough if someone could sweep the warehouse for me. Hey, you're still new. Don't you want to take on the job?
Nah, I never saw myself ending up as a cleaning lady. Sure, I'll sweep the warehouse. Fuck that. Alright, listen. How about I find someone to sweep the warehouse for you?
That works too. But take this broom with you. Can't do the job without the proper tools.
Where should I find your replacement for the warehouse?
That won't be easy at all. Surely none of the Guardians would want to do it. And asking the mages would cost you your head. It would probably be easiest to find somebody who has recently lost his job. Keep your eyes open.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. Is there a problem?
A new face in the camp. Are you the replacement for Geralt?
Not that I know of.
Damn. I'd hoped that somebody would finally take over his post. Does that mean I have to continue dealing with this waster?
What kind of a problem have you got with Geralt?
Where do I start? He can't even do the simplest tasks. We've got rules here, and if they aren't observed, we'll have big problems.
So don't make such a fuss, Frink.
Everyone knows you don't stick to the rules, so just leave us out of it.
What rules are you talking about?
Well, prick up your ears, okay? 1. The word of the mages is law. 2. Crystal mining is top priority. And 3. One must not flake out at one's post.
All right, understood.
Ah, really? What's the first rule?
The word of the mages is law.
Correct. Nothing gets done without a strong chain of command. Only those who obey the rules of the camp will achieve something.
Do you need help?
Yes. I've been waiting too long for a bag of crystals to be delivered from the camp's mine. I'm not counting on Geralt bringing them anymore, which is why you are going to get them. I'll make it worth your while.
I'll bring you your pouch of crystals.
Excellent. 4 filled pouches should suffice. Never forget, mining crystals has top priority.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Tired?
You'd be tired too if you were permanently on guard duty.
Guard duty? It's not like anything ever happens here.
That's exactly what I was trying to tell Frink. But then he just started with all that rubbish about the rules. I tell you, he's got his head so far up Magnus's arse, he never sees the sun.
Have a rest for once.
Whoa, and get caught by Frink? Nah. I have to get Gnome Dakhil moving anyway. He's sleeping again. Hey, wait. What do you think about this idea? You make Dakhil work, and I'll have a rest.
What do I get in return if I help you?
Simple. What I don't know won't hurt me. If a few crystals make their way into your pockets from time to time, I'll turn a blind eye. But don't think you can snitch on our arrangement to Frink for a few gold.
I'll give Dakhil a proper talking to.
Good. I can have a rest at last.
Frink asked me to collect pouches of crystals here in the mine.
Oh, are you his new errand boy?
He said that this was actually your job.
It was my job. Now it's yours. Have fun while you're at it. But look at it this way. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Such is life.
Nee.
Wake up.
What? Me is gaga. Dakhil tired.
You cheeky runt.
No more blah blah. Me better go.
Geralt wants you to get back to work.
Geralt, granny bumface. Dakhil sleep.
This isn't gonna work. I have never met a gnome as lazy as you.
What? Me want basher?
I've always wanted to punch a gnome.
The rats will have fun with you.
What? Me mot murks a Dakhil, eh?
It's too late for excuses now.
Wait me. Take coinies and peace again. Yes.
All right then, hand it over. Show me what you've got in your pockets.
Dakhil not find much in Cava. Other GNU working. Dakhil sleep.
Lazy and poor. Great. From now on, you'll work just like everyone else.
Yip. Dakhil will fetch many dinghy from mountain.
That's what I wanted to hear.
What? Don't talk.
That keel is working again.
And?
I thought the news would be worth a reward.
Didn't I tell you that you could pick up everything you find here?
You did, but...
But? What? Here, take 5 gold and get your ears cleaned.
I've got a few pouches of crystals.
And I'm not interested. Talk to Frink.
Hold it. Where are you going? Civilians are not allowed here. Who let you in?
Hey, Magnus, good to see you. I was just going to show my friend around the camp.
I don't believe a word. You're up to something, I know you. Anyway, I didn't ask you. So, how did you get in here?
I'm an emissary from Calador.
I see. A demon hunter. Just what we needed.
I'm here to talk to the mages.
I really don't care. I call the shots here. So you have to talk to me first. What is someone like you really doing on Tyrannus?
We're on the same side.
You expect me to believe that?
I don't have time to mess around. I want to fight the shadows, and I need your help.
You say you want to fight against the shadows with us? All right, convince me. Why should I waste my valuable time for you, of all people?
I helped a guardian called Ramon in Antigua.
That may be the case, but I'll wait for the official report. You'll have to come up with something better than that for now.
I saved one of your cadets, Horace, from the Inquisition.
Ah, not Horace again. That boy's always getting himself into trouble. Thank you anyway, but I'm afraid I'm still not entirely convinced by you.
I offer my help to you guardians. Take it, or leave it.
No. Then I'd have to supervise you as well. I can't do everything at once. I've got my hands full as it is here at the camp. And then there's the mines. Until I get a report on the condition of my mines, I don't have time for other things.
Who's the most powerful mage here?
That would be the head of this colony, the Honorable Mage Zacharias.
All right. And where can I find him?
He's busy with his research and is not to be disturbed. If you want to know more, talk to Master Erasmus. You can usually find him in the upper levels of the Great Hall.
Does that mean I can talk to the mages in the Great Hall?
If you ask me, no. I think you'd better stay out here. The mages in the Great Hall have had enough distractions in the last few days.
I should have known. Your ship out there, does it ever leave the harbor?
All hell's broken loose out on the open sea. It's better if it stays right where it is.
What are you doing against the shadows here on Tyrannus?
I know that they have already begun to conquer the island, but I don't have enough men to handle the situation. One of those Shadow Lords has set up camp not far from here.
A Shadow Lord here on Tyrannus? Where is he?
He came by sea, landed on the western shore of the island. Over there, where the sun darkens and all is blighted by shadows. That's where his dominion begins. Be wary, and don't get too close to him.
I can take care of your mines.
Out of the question. I've already assigned some men to that job.
And how are they doing?
I'm still waiting for their report. I've been for days.
Sounds like you've got everything under control.
All right. You win. You've got the job. Go into the mines and see what the hell's going on down there. But don't you dare make me regret my decision.
One more thing about the mines.
Yes?
How many mines are there on Tyrannus?
The crystal deposits are pretty far apart on this island. There could be 4 that may be of use to us. You'll find the entrance to one of the mines here, right behind our settlement's warehouse. One mine is in the north of the island, not far from here. Another is also in the north, but closer to the heart of Tyrannus.
and another should be somewhere near the port in the south. But I can't say for sure. So far, we've only found 3 of them.
What do you need from the mines?
I need a report from each foreman. The mages have been pestering me about it for days. They want their crystals. So, do me a favor and don't screw up, alright?
I discovered a new mine to the south.
Ah, where exactly?
Near the harbor. It was teeming with goblins. But not anymore.
Ah, excellent. I knew there was still something of value down there. Well done. See Gaddy and tell him about the new mine. He's a gnome at the harbor. Tell him to take over the mine. The sooner the better.
Come on. Let me into the Great Hall of the Mages. I'll try not to get into any trouble.
Very well. After all, you've done much for us. Go to them. But don't distract them too much from their work.
Great. Can I learn something from you?
You're not a guardian. Therefore, I am not permitted to teach you any of our skills. And I certainly won't be sharing the Guardian's knowledge. But I think I could teach you a thing or two about fighting. If you'd like to know something specific, just ask me. However, I will not do this without payment.